Back in 1998, there was a new craze that was taking everything by storm. It spawned TV shows, movies, trading cards, and just about any other type of merchandise under the sun. It was bigger than anything any of us had ever seen before, and it seemed everyone was in on it. It was huge, and was honestly the first game that made me feel like I needed to own a game system. And without it, I can safely say that I would have never gotten into gaming or Let's Playing altogether. That game was Pokémon Red and Blue for the Game Boy. Then later, about 2 years later, the sequel to it, Pokémon Gold and Silver, was finally released. And now, this Let's Play is about the remake of those first two games that started it all. This is Pokémon FireRed and Leaf Green. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Alright, welcome to my Let's Play of Pokémon FireRed. A lot of people, this is going to be a Let's Play of FireRed though, but I'm going to make notes of the differences between FireRed and Leaf Green, you know, even though they're very subtle. I'm just going to be playing FireRed though because I want to take advantage of some exclusive things in this game for my playthrough. I just prefer the exclusive stuff in FireRed over the exclusive stuff in Leaf Green. That's just me, honestly. Play with either version you like. Like I said, I'll be noting the differences between the versions, so if you're playing Leaf Green, you're not going to be left out. Alright, just go ahead and start up this. Alright, this is just a tutorial explaining what the things do, you know, control pad to move, yada yada yada, to talk to people. Yes, we don't need to see this. We're not noobs, I can explain everything. Alright, let's just go ahead and get into this. It is Professor Oak! He's my man. He's glad to meet us. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. He'll affectionately refer to him as the Pokemon Professor. Aw, so affectionate. This world is inhabited by far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. Slavery. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a professionalism. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Alright. Tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I feel insulted because everyone always mispronounces my name as Emily. Alright, now for the girl, we get probably the cutest protagonist in Pokemon history. But because you guys will never let me live it down if I don't pick the boy with the red hat, I'm gonna have to choose a boy. You guys never let me have any fun. Alright, my name. Quickly speeding through this. Let's see. My name, that I love so much, well not really, I don't love it because people mispronounce it all the time, is Emil. Alright, my name is Emil, yes. And his grandson, he's been a rival since... How could he be a rival when you're a baby? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. In true old anime fashion, let's just name him Gary. I was thinking of maybe naming him something like Asshat or my something or other, I don't know. But, you know, I can't think of anything creative, so let's just name him Gary. Was it Gary? I like how he can't even remember the name of his grandson. I mean, seriously. Around Pokemon Legends which unfold, a world of dreams and adventures Pokemon awaits. Let's go, yada yada yada. Okay. You know, I was playing with the NES. That was a Super NES in the original version, excuse me, Red and Blue. I recommend you go over to your PC and go ahead and withdraw a potion. This is basically a staple throughout the series, except for Diamond and Pearl, because there's no PC item storage. Unfortunately, we do not yet have the ability to run. That's going to come later. You actually do have the ability to run in this game. Let's see. All boys leave home. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Okay, so use the TV for your parenting skills. Let's see here. Moving TV 4 was walking on railroad tracks. I think that's a reference to The Outsiders, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's head outside. So this is Pallet Town. First town in the game. Everybody knows that. Let's try to go out into the garage. Oh, crap. We're getting stopped. Hey, wait. Don't go out. The who, your mom? Yeah, that was horrible. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Need your own Pokemon for protection. I know. Here, come with me. Alright, fine. We will go with the old senile dude. It's Professor Oak. Professor Oak frickin' owns you. More than Snorlax. Alright, come on. He's fed up with the waiting. What, you were here for like 5 seconds? Okay, you didn't even remember they told his grandson to come here and everything. He can't remember anything. Not even his name. There are 3 Pokemon here. Pokemon held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now in my old age, only these 3 left. Alright, we can choose one. Shut up, Gary! Gramps no fair, what about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. Alright, we have 3 Pokemon to choose from here, and this is where a new feature for this LP is going to come into play. Our first choice here is Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur is a grass poison type. It's the only one of these three that starts off having two types. Now, a starter is going to have at least decent stats across the board, and then it's going to specialize in two stats. Bulbasaur here is going to specialize mainly in special attack and special defense when it's fully evolved. And, you know, that's definitely good, meaning they can do a lot of damage and stand up to a lot of its weaknesses. Next up is Charmander. Charmander is going to specialize in special attack and speed when it's fully evolved. It gains a flying subtype when it's fully evolved, though, so it does get a quad weakness to rock, but in return you get immunity to ground. It's the popular choice, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Charmander in the world. Our last choice here is Squirtle. Squirtle is a pure water type. It's going to remain a water type all the way through, so you don't have to worry about gaining or losing any weaknesses. It's also the sturdiest, specializing in defense and special defense. A lot of people like to use it for single Pokemon runs, though, but this isn't one of those. And even though Wartortle's my favorite Pokemon, I don't think I'm going to go with it this time around, because I've chosen it in like 3 previous playthroughs. But for this LP, I'm going to start off with Bulbasaur. Just because he's the first Pokemon and all, you know. I really honestly like Bulbasaur. It's not for the most type advantage of the gym leaders. I honestly just like Bulbasaur. It's one of my more favorite Pokemon. Even though Wartortle is probably my favorite Pokemon design-wise, I don't really mind not having one. I still would rather have Bulbasaur. Let's just go ahead and head out. Oh, what is this? Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Now, your rival's always going to choose the Pokemon that has a type advantage over yours. This game, as probably everybody knows, is a rock, paper, scissors type RPG. You know, fire burns grass. You know, grass is effective on water. You know, water puts out fire. You know, we do not need this tutorial, Oak. It's very simple. Yes, he's just explaining that whoever takes their opponent's Pokemon to 0 first wins. Alright, here we start off with Tackle and Growl. Basically, all you're going to want to do is basically just, at least is what I do, is I just attack like nuts. If you're sure that you're not going to win, you do have that potion to pick up. I honestly, if you have to use it, I'd recommend doing so, just mainly because of the fact that you get a lot of experience from this fight. That's just me, though. And it looks like we're going to need to use it. How embarrassing. First battle in the game, and I gotta use an item. If those of you... Yes. We don't need to know this. Oh. We know how to use items. God. Does he think I can do anything right? Jeez. Yes. Mainspin's HP drops to 0. This we know. Charmander using Scratch. Yada, yada, yada. Come on. Let's just go. This is probably the least exciting battle in the entire game because all you're doing is just tackling or scratching or whatever at each other. You're not really doing much. There isn't any strategy involved. Alright. I feel kind of embarrassed that I picked the wrong Pokemon. No, you just suck. You suck. Yes, for your money prizes, yada yada yada. Jeez, I wish Oak would just shut up and everything. The tutorial thing in this game is really made for noobs. Like, if you need, like, any, like, you know... whatever. What you're supposed to do now, and now that you have a Pokemon, you can safely leave north to Viridian. Look, I copied what it says on the trainer tip sign. Trainer tips, press start to open the menu. Yes, let's go through the menu really quick. You have your Pokemon, your items. This is basically your trainer card, which is something that you didn't really have an official card until the Generation 3 games, the Game Boy. Save option. I went ahead and just edited the options to my liking so the text speed will go faster and all that good stuff. Now, going into Route 1, the first Pokemon you're going to encounter is probably going to be a Pidgey. Pidgey is a very weak flying type. People might recommend getting it for later in the game. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Pidgey, you know, just because it's that generic, weak, normal flying type you get early in the game. But that's just me and everything. There's another flying type that I like much better, which you're going to be seeing later in the LP, alright? Anyway, though, that's Pidgey for you. Feel free to catch one, though, but I personally don't like it all that much. Now, the other Pokemon you get on this route is Rattata. Honestly, it's not that good of a Pokemon. I really just don't like it hardly at all. It does get some good moves later on, like Super Fang, which lower your opponent's HP by half, though, but really, I don't recommend picking up a Rattata for your team no matter what starter you choose. Pidgey I somewhat recommend if you just happen to like Pidgey, but Rattata I don't recommend for anybody. Alright, let's go ahead and leave, and oh, we have our first random encounter! The Rattata. I would definitely, the way that this is going to work is those little bio things that you saw pop up, Those things are basically going to take the place of random encounters. Like, you're not going to be seeing any random encounters in this LP except for ones that I deem as important, like, you know, boss fights and things like that, or Pokemon that I intend to catch for my team. Once I have the ability to buy repels, you're not going to see any more random encounters at all. Alright? But anyway, I think we're running a bit low on time here, though, so I think we're going to end this off right here. Real quick before I go, I was too busy talking about how this LP was going to be playing out. You want to talk to this guy because he will give us a free potion and everything. Alright, now I will see you guys later, alright? Next time Pokemon FireRed and Leaf Green, we will hopefully get to the town on the other end of this route. See you guys then.